It doesn't matter if you're black, white, blue.
Yo, what's with the gloves, man?
Just want to. Did you know?
Hi. What's your talent?
I can read minds.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, this isn't really happening.
It is really happening.
Think of a number. Number 7.
7.
Purple.
Purple.
My worst nightmare.
Hippopotamus riding a bicycle.
What's your name?
Wednesday. What's yours?
I don't want to tell you.
Hello, Peggy.
When I breathe, you breathe. All right? Show you off.
Loving me means letting go and wishing me the best.
I just created my very own video game in about 2 seconds. With APAI, you can bring any idea you might have to life in just a few sentences of
the children.
Spider-Man was created by Marvel, but the company sold the movie rights to the character in the late 90s to avoid bankruptcy. Since then, Spider-Man has been owned by Sony, which has the final say on what happens with the web-slinger in the movies. Sony handled Sam Raimi's trilogy, Andrew Garfield's saga, the Spider-Verse universe, and the awful Spider-Man universe where Spider-Man doesn't show up. Peter Parker can team up with the Avengers thanks to an agreement between Marvel Studios and Sony, but every year they run into issues, because they can't agree on how to handle the character. But what if Marvel got back the rights to Spider-Man, like they did with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men? That's what we're talking about today. For something like that to happen, Sony would need to break their agreement with Marvel. Right now, they're required to make at least one Spider-Man movie every 5 years, or else they lose the rights. The spin-offs in the Sonyverse count, which means Marvel could get the rights back around 2029. But Beyond the Spider-Verse also counts, and that movie doesn't even have a release date yet. At this rate, the character might not return to Marvel until after 2030.
I don't want to wait.
But there's a better option. It's much more likely that Kraven bombs at the box office, and Sony realizes they don't know what they're doing with Spider-Man. After the poor reception of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, they turned to Marvel for help, so it wouldn't be surprising if the same thing happens after their shared universe fails. Sony might agree to sell Spider-Man for a price I can't even imagine, maybe $5 billion or something. That's a ton of money, almost double what Endgame made. But Disney has that kind of cash to spend, and it would be worth it for them to make the purchase. Negotiations would take a while, just like the Disney-Fox merger. But to keep this video from turning into a business lecture, let's imagine Marvel gets Spider-Man back by the end of this December. From then on, they can do whatever they want with the character.
That's business.
The first thing Marvel should do is include a Spider-Man cameo in Daredevil Born Again. I know the series already finished filming and is in post-production, but it wouldn't be the first time they've added cameos through reshoots. They should sneak in a cameo from Tom Holland in the final episode to connect Born Again with Spider-Man 4. This would be impossible with Sony in the mix, because they want Spider-Man 4 to be another multiversal crossover with Andrew and Tobey. But Marvel would give us what we all want. They'd turn the movie into a street-level story with Kingpin as the villain and Daredevil as a supporting character. They can do this because Spider-Man 4 hasn't started filming yet. The movie could adapt Devil's Reign, the comic where Kingpin becomes mayor, which would also tie into Born Again Season 2.
I'm a little turned on.
I know Spider-Man 4 will be released after Doomsday, and it's likely Doctor Doom will reshape the multiverse at the end of that movie, but Spider-Man
Hardcore mode is way too easy. Once you have a totem of undying, a bed, or even a shield, it becomes way too easy to survive. So in this video, I'm going to try and solve that by coding your ideas into the dumbest ways to die in hardcore Minecraft. If you try to press the open LAN button in the menu, the buttons from the menu pop out and attack you for trying to cheat. That's so real. I can't imagine how many YouTubers secretly press that button to turn... Oh, hello? Oh geez. Okay, wait, I did not mean to already get started. Oh my god, the buttons, they've got little button legs. Are you kidding me? Look, you can go up to them and literally click them. Let's report this bad behavior. Oh, hello? Am I just... Okay, I was a button there for a second. That's one way to prevent cheaters from cheating, I suppose. But not just that, if they actually manage to attack you, I think some of them have different effects. Oh god, yeah, my brightness is changing. Wait, no, stop. Oh god, oh my god, the lag is real right now. And it, oh geez. Wait, okay, what happened? Options, my option, oh god, arrow swap. Oh god, I move with the arrow keys and I hate it so much. Okay, I think the buttons are gone. I think we're safe. We're finally safe. Oh god, they're right there. Can I get, what? Brightness malfunction. Okay. Yeah, my brightness is kind of changing. That's so weird. Can I kill the button? I'd like to see them beat my wooden sword with 4 attack damage. Woo! Oh, he's right there. I'm just gonna... Oh, I was expecting a little bit more than that, not gonna lie. You know what? I feel like we just kind of jumped into that very quick.
What's up, guys? My name is Bree Hall, and we're gonna do a get.
Alright, bet. So the movie opens up and we back in my hood, y'all. Chicago, Illinois. Ah, home sweet home. And if I'm being real, there's no way this crib is in the city. You see how nice this shit is? These niggas probably live in goddamn displays claiming that they from the rack. I'm already knowing. We enter the house and 12 is trying to talk to these kids to get some information, and these kids are straight ignoring him. I'm talking about they wouldn't even piss on this nigga if he was on fire, and I like that out of y'all. Even the white folks know not to talk to the pigs. Maybe y'all not so bad after all. And did this horny fuck just look at auntie's ass? I caught you. Nah, his ass is freaked out, but he just like me for real. I can't even be mad. Mom is packing her bags trying to get ready for this trip to Paris, and yes, you heard me correctly, a Christmas trip to Paris, France. Not Paris, Texas, bitch. Paris, France. What kind of money do these niggas have? My family took my Puerto Rican ass to Humble Park to go sledding for Christmas. If I told my mom I wanted to go to Paris, she would have looked at me crazy as hell. So anyways, Kevin is mad because Unc is not letting him watch the new Sophie Rain leaks, and shit, I'd be mad too. Mom ain't trying to deal with it, so she tells him to leave, and he says this shit.
Hang up the phone and make me, why don't you?
Oh nah, bro. These little white kids be too damn bold. My OG would have falcon punched my ass if I said this shit to her. Kevin then starts having a titty attack because he has to pack his suitcase. So he goes to ask the homies for some help, and they basically tell him to go fuck himself. And damn, why everyone gotta stick up their ass? Kev goes into Los Polos's room and they peep Wello outside talking about he marked his whole family and half the people on this block. Like goddamn, why they talking about this nigga like he King Von?
One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von.
He then looks up and gives the boys a death stare, spooking they ass. And peep my dog Fit, he kinda drippy with it. Like look, gray suit with the black trench coat, beard looking crispy, hair slicked over to the side. Shit, watch out, my dog gonna fuck your well off if you keep playing with him. The pizza delivery guy shows up to the crib and damn, they was just giving anybody a license back in the day, huh? And this cop is still at the house, like goddamn, go home. His ass is even answering the door and shit like he paid the bills. Unk freeloading ass takes the pizza and peep his face once he hears the total. Bro's pockets are like his hairline, non-existent. I will say though, $122 for pizza is fucking bonkers. And this was 30 years ago. That shit with today's inflation gotta be like $300 easy. And the fucked up part is that there isn't any bevs or nothing. Like, ain't you supposed to get a free one when you order a large pizza? These white folks done got scammed by the pizza spot. Nah, I'm crying. Kevin's dad then tells this cop all the details about their security system and his GG's now. He knows y'all crib is a easy lick. Kev walks into the kitchen looking for the cheese pizza because ain't no way in hell my son is eating this bullshit. That pizza look like it got roaches on that bitch. This the shit you give the homeless niggas, not your son. Turns out Los Polos bitch ass ate all the cheese pizza. Like bro, this shit got here 30 seconds ago. I didn't know Kevin was related to fucking Kirby. Kevin gets mad because duh, and tackles bro knocking milk all over the plane tickets and passports. And the whole family is mad at him like ain't no way. It be your own family. Whole bloodline full of ops. Mom grabs Kevin, taking him upstairs, and the pizza guy finally gets paid. But I just have one question. Why the fuck is this nigga still here, bro? Go home. At this point, you're trespassing. Like, why are you still here? His ass is fiending and asks him if they going on vacation. And I promise you, bro, Kevin's mom could not hold fucking water. And she tells the cop that they're leaving tomorrow morning to Paris. And bro says, don't worry, your crib is in good hands. And I know you fucking lying. I wouldn't even trust this man to bag my groceries, let alone wash my fucking house. Cop or not, I don't care. I know he's a phony. I know he's a fake. We get upstairs and listen to this dialogue between a mother and her child.
Get upstairs. I am upstairs, dummy.
Is this nigga serious?
Oh my fucking god. This little bastard is insane. Kevin goes up the stairs and she tells him that she doesn't want to see him for the rest of the night. And he says this.
I didn't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life. And I didn't want to see anybody else either.
Yo, bro, this nigga violated. Oh my god. Bro, no cap. I'd be mad as hell if some 8-year-old treated my ass like this. Look, even the snow bunny is in disbelief. Like, damn, this little nigga just fried my shit. At this point, you gotta put belt to ass, bro. There's no way he keeps getting away with this. Now, let me tell you, if this child had a single drop of melanin on his skin, oh my god, it'd be over for him. He would have belt marks all over his back, I promise you. Kevin lays on the bed and hold on. This room is kind of vibey. I fought with it. A windstorm overnight cuts out the power, causing the family to oversleep. Now we got 10 people trying to get ready and scramble out the crib as fast as possible. We cut to the taxi driver and this annoying ass little boy across the street doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Like, bro, where is your parents? Why are you here right now? You should be home. They do a head count and count this decoy Kevin on accident, thinking that all the kids are in the car. Oh boy, are y'all sadly mistaken. They board the plane and we cut to Kevin off the wake up and he's like, damn, these niggas dead ass disappeared. He goes outside and sees the whips are still there and bro ass is tweaking. He thinks he's a wizard on some Harry Potter shit and he is having the absolute time of his life. He's jumping on the bed with his shoes on, which is actually insane. He then finds his brother's Playboy magazine, starts doing target practice with a BB gun, and look at this little YN in training. His aim is crazy. He hit every single shot. If this was 2012, he would have had a face contract at his door within 24 hours. Banks would have recruited his ass ASAP. He's even watching a mafia movie while eating ice cream. He really is having the time of his life right now. Mom Dukes finally realizes she left her son at home, and listen, I like you and all, you're fine as fuck, I'm rocking with the classy MILF aura you got going on, but L fucking mom, bro. All I'ma say though, my mother could never ever do some shit like this. We then see the cop from earlier and turns out he's a thug. Not like you couldn't see that from a mile away. And they're plotting on Kevin's crib. And no cap, that's a W plan because Kevin is lacking right now. Bro fell asleep watching The Grinch, but even in his sleep, bro got 99 awareness and wakes up once he hears the goons trying to break into the crib. He comes up with a 200 IQ play, turning on all the lights, scaring away Dumb and Dumber. The family lands in Paris and they boom gang the phone away from this bitch to call for help. And nah, me personally, random French hoe, I would not let that slide, but that's just me though. We cut back to Kevin and he's hyping himself up, talking about he gotta be the man of the house. Where y'all scary ass niggas at? Y'all ain't on shit for real. Niggas be fake demons. And the old man jump scares bro back into the crib, got his ass doing the Tom and Jerry scream. Mom calls the cops to send an officer over to check on Kevin, but bro is spooked out of his boots. He ain't opening the door for nobody. You better get a house key and open that shit the normal way because my son ain't opening nothing. The family leaves mom at the airport by herself so she could get a flight back home, and damn, they do not give a single fuck about Kevin. They're like, damn, Kevin's at the crib alone? That's crazy, gang. Yo, what we finna do in Paris though? At least mom is now trying to do anything to get back home to her baby, trying to make up for being one of the worst moms in TV history. Tony Soprano's mom takes the cake when it comes to that shit. That bitch was evil. Kevin's at the crib on his grown man shit, and okay, I see you. The aftershave burned like a bitch, huh? Lil bro is bored and he just starts doing dumb shit and climbs on these shelves, and literally the whole thing comes crashing